Hi guys, it's Erin from Ginger Florals. Today I'm going to show you how to save seeds from your sweet peas, also from your honeywort. Both of these flowers, well, one foliage, one flowers, both of these plants are super easy to save seed from, and both have expensive seed. So it's worth it, for me anyway, to save the seed year over year. It's, like I said, it's super easy. I'll show you how to do it. And then you shouldn't, depending on, there's always reasons that your crop can fail, but you should never have to buy them again. Once you find the varieties that you like, you're good to go, as long as you leave a few to go to seed and you've saved them. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what we're going to do. Okay, these don't look great, but this is our sweet pea patch. If you remember, my dog is running around in the bushes if you hear something crazy out there. So this whole section here, this is all the blue shift. See these guys? And then this section here to around all these blackberries is Molly Rillstone, this sort of pinky color. And then down here is where all the Oban blue was. Some of it is still blooming amazingly, even though it's been in the 80s and 90s for weeks now. So the good thing about growing sweet peas is that you don't really have to worry about cross-pollination. What you do have to worry about is making sure that you pick the seed pods from the right vines. That's the reason we blocked the colors that we have, so that I knew this whole section was going to be the blue shift and this whole section would be the Molly Rillstone. So it was easier to make sure that we were collecting the seed from the right vines. If you mix them all together, it's near impossible, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. If you've got the colors that you really like, grow them all together. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'll show you real quick how easy it is to actually save these seeds. Okay, so looking at the seed pods, this guy here is not quite ready. This guy here is perfect. You want it to be that dark brown, but not over, because if you get it too late, they will crack open right on the plants and drop their seed, and then you don't have anything. But most of these look pretty good, so there's lots of blue shift to be had. That's fantastic. Oh, here you go. You can see this one. This one is already split open. It's getting ready to drop all of its little seed. Those are the sweet pea seeds. And then they would just fall there. You can't find them. So you just want to collect them, excuse me, right before it gets to this point. They're, again, like I said, super easy. So I'm going to grab a few and then I'll show you how easy it is to crack them open. And then I'll just go down the line and collect all of them that I plan to collect. First things first, the most important piece, label your container. Once you get these little pods into a bag, you have no idea which ones they are. Okay, so I'm gonna take a couple of these. We'll start with the blue shift. Like I said, you want these brown looking ones. And each one of these will have between 5 and 10 seeds, so you can collect as many as you want to hedge your bets on germination. If you collect them too early, they won't germinate. If you collect them too late, they'll drop all over the floor. But I usually like to grab a dozen or so of the pods, so I have 100 plus of the seed. And then I shouldn't have to worry about it, because I being such a small farm, I only ever grow, I don't know, between 50 and 60 of any given variety. Some big farms, obviously, they're going to grow hundreds and hundreds of each variety. It's just not me. We're tiny. There are plans, John and I have been talking about sorry about that. John and I have been talking about plans to relocate where we grow our sweet peas. This is a good spot, but it doesn't, I don't know. it's hard to keep it from being super messy and weedy. So I don't like to, I want to move them. We were talking about maybe putting an arch right here at the entranceway. I think that might be really pretty. Just an arch right here and have sweet peas run along the side. But that might block the sun from these guys. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna set up a camera and just run through and collect all of them that we want to keep. These guys are definitely not there. These guys are almost there, almost there. Definitely good to go. And then to open them, it's really easy. You just split them and dump all those pretty little seeds out. I can come out here over the next few days or weeks even and collect more and more until I have enough that I think that it's good. I do want to do one PSA. These sweet peas are not like your garden sweet peas. They're not edible. Don't try to eat them. Don't try to cook them. They're just for ornamental. So to store these, I usually keep them in my garage because it's insulated and it stays at a fairly regulated temperature, but you just want them to store somewhere warm and dry. Not warm like hot warm, but just, you know, your average 65 to 75 degrees, somewhere in there, and keep them dry so that they don't grow mold or anything. Right now it's morning, so there's a bit of dew. So there's a little bit of moisture on them. And then when you're ready, you just sit down at some point and crack them all open, pull out all the seed, and then you can soak them and start them. And I have a whole video on how to start sweet pea seeds if you look back. I'll probably make another one next spring. But like I said, super easy. Make sure you do it. The seeds are expensive, so I probably have, I don't know, 100 plus seeds from that blue shift. And if I was to buy them as seeds individually, mostly it's about 20 seeds for $5-6. So $60-ish worth of seed, and it took me 5 minutes. Okay, now I'm gonna go show you also how to save honeywort seed. The cerinthe is one of my favorite foliages in the spring into the early summer. And again, expensive seed, but super easy to save. So if you grow this, give yourself a chance to collect them. I'm gonna go set up over there and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, guys, do you see that? So how absolutely easy it is to collect cerinthe or honeywort seed. You can see behind me, this is my little patch of cerinthe. It's going to seed. It's done for the season. Most of these are second side shoots that I just never got around to cutting. But I wanted to show you the flower up close. So that's what the flower looks like. And then when it goes to seed, if you can see inside of there, see that little black seed? And when it's ready to come out, you just saw it literally shake the plant, it'll fall. I use landscape fabric, so it makes it a little bit easier for me. But at any time, if you don't, and you're planning on collecting your seed from your honeywort, all you really got to do is come out here when it's starting to drop seed and put down a tarp, shake a bunch of plants over top of it, and you can collect the seed super easy. you can see here, there's, I don't know, 50, 60, maybe even close to 100 seed in there. I do, obviously I'll need to winnow out the chaff. I'll have to get rid of the flower buds and whatnot that are also in there. But really, that's all I do. And these seed, I've seen them for as much as like 25 seeds for $8. Right here, I have thousands of seeds. So I will, over the next couple weeks, probably clear out this bed, and then I will just sweep up the seed. And I love this stuff so much. I will throw some out in the woods. It does overwinter here pretty easily. It'll resprout, unless we have a really harsh winter, then it won't. But if it's a normal winter that we have, it'll reseed. So I'll put it out along the edges of the woods, and then I will grow a whole bunch in the field. And yeah, I assuming we don't have crop failure in the next few years, I don't intend to ever buy these seed again. It's just one of the easiest, one of my favorite foliages. Like I said, these are so beautiful with that purpley blue. They go with everything, with the silvery sagey green and the purple and blue, and the shape of them. They're just amazing. So like I said, give it a try. Sweet peas are easy to save, and Ceranth is easy to save. I don't save seed from, I generally don't save seed from plants that have inexpensive seed or difficult to save seed. Things like basil I won't save, black-eyed Susan I won't save. The seeds are fairly inexpensive, and I just don't want to go through the hassle. But something like Ceranth or sweet peas, and I also save, I also save celosia seed. That's a somewhat expensive seed depending on the varieties that you get. So I will save those. They cross-pollinate, but I always love what I get from them anyway, because the varieties that I grow, they all work together really well. So the cross-pollination isn't an issue for me. All right, guys, I highly encourage you to give it a try, save some seed, save yourself some money, and it's fun. I mean, the growing part and the harvesting is always fun, but the whole life cycle for me is fun. So being able to save the seed, grow the plants, harvest the flowers, and then save the seed again is always, it's satisfying. It's very rewarding. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you learned something. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't yet already, I encourage you to subscribe. Give this a try. It's a lot of fun, and it's, like I said, immensely satisfying to grow the plants from your own seed that you saved the year before in your garden. It's great. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye. A quick PS, dahlias are another one that I save seed from a lot for very different reasons than I do the honeywort and the sweet peas. Stay tuned for videos on that whole process, from hand pollinating to seed collection and sprouting in the future.